Hello everyone, it's Soleil here. I have received a mail in my PO box, and this one comes all the way from America from Elisha at Elisha's Crafty Hoplop, and it was packaged like this, and I could see the tool with the holographic dots on it, and it had a tape over this side as well. So I could immediately tell it was an Easter theme, flat mail. And I didn't know how to open it actually. Like, it was like this, and then I was like, do I cut down the side or do I cut the top first? And then after looking at it for a while, I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut the top because I feel like, because I was feeling it like this, and I said to myself, it feels safe enough for me to cut. So I cut the top, and then I opened it like this. So I had to take the tape off this side, and I opened it, and so it was like this. And this side, it's got bunny trail there, and it says hop this way, and she had layered several of the Easter papers like this way down. And in here was the longest letter I have ever received. It was really thick because it's got like 4 or 5 pages, and it's like double-sided, and I really had so much fun reading this before going to bed last night. When children all went to bed, I was trying to relax before shutting my eyes, and I was reading that, and I was imagining what the scene is like where she lives and the streets that are nearby her, and she just described everything so well, like as if I was reading a storybook. So I really enjoyed my little session then. And I have looked at the decorative parts of the envelopes that she's decorated. So I got to see this part, I got to see the funky caricature part here, and then I got to feel this beautiful tool here with this lovely holographic iridescent dot. I really love this tool. I've never seen anything like that. And I also got to see this part, and I believe this bunny is one of the dies from the Tim Holtz, I'm thinking. And I really like this basket here. Then I got to have a sneak peek like this, and I didn't take out anything. I had a sneak peek like this, didn't take out anything. So I will be taking those out now. And the other side had this really sweet bunny paper as well. So I'm going to take out what's in here, and then what was in here, and then I'll do a quick share. So it was really lovely receiving a letter like this. Like really thick letter like this. If anybody wants to write me long letters like this, I really don't mind at all. I love it. So she sent these tiny little flowers, and I believe these flowers are made with mulberry paper. I'm not quite sure, but they do have that mulberry texture, I think. And it's got these tiny little gems in the middle. So these will be absolutely perfect to add to embellishments, or when I'm creating memory dex cards and things. Or even I could like lay them all in a straight line like this as part of a journal page as well. I really love these. So thank you so much for that. And then she also sent some puffy sticker, and I actually happen to have this Journal Studio sticker book that was sent to me by Lou David, and I really love it. So I'm so thankful that Elisha sent me the puffy sticker version of it as well, because I really like the images and colors in here. So thank you so much. Then she definitely knows that I'm into vintage style as well. Like, I'm not 100% vintage girl, but I love looking at the vintage stuff. I love learning more about it. I love mixing it with the modern, and she knows that. So she sent me this Tim Holtz Ideology ephemera pack, and I don't have this at all. So I'm very thankful. And I must say that I am becoming a fan of Tim Holtz product, because my friend Beth sent me the butterfly die that was designed by the Tim Holtz, and then I bought the flower die from Tim Holtz, and I've been looking at many of the Tim Holtz things, and it seems like I love the designs. Not all of them, but I love things like this. Things that look like this sort of stuff. I really, really love it. And Elisha definitely knows that I like things like this. So she specifically chose this for me, and I'm very, very thankful because she truly understands me as well. And her and I, we share the understanding of what it's like to live with the autoimmune conditions, especially now that we're facing this pandemic situation. Like, we just totally support each other's mind really nicely too. So all of these are like vintage old postcards and dockets and invoices and ledger papers, all shrunk down to little miniature size, and I really, really like that idea. I can easily add these to my future journals. I'm so thankful that you sent this my way. Thank you so very much. It is just certainly extremely nice receiving mails in this time. Definitely. Thank you so much for thinking of me and surprising me with this lovely mail and long letter that I really enjoyed. I do have some more share, and here is the basket for little box that I'd like to share with you guys. So this is what I've been making lately, and I am just in love with these, so I'm gonna get them out. So I had a bag of these pom-poms that I found here at a shop called Kmart here in Australia like several months ago. I found these, and I've been just holding on to it, not knowing what to do with it. But I really like the idea that these pom-poms actually have these tubings in the middle, making it easy for the needle or the string to go through nicely. And I really love the vibrant colors of these. So I bought several packets, and I actually sent some out in my birthday mail prizes as well. And with the ones that I have for myself, I decided that I'm going to combine it with some tassels and make little charms and things like that. So I have made all of these, and I just wanted to show you guys. So some of them are much longer than some of the other ones. Like this one, I don't have a lot of these. Where this came from was out of the old key rings and stuff. I have taken them apart and then recycled it basically. So here is another one. So this little tassel down here I didn't make. My friend Rita sent it to me in a Happy Mail last year. And so there was that round, what do you call this? Jump ring. So this jump ring was already on the tassel. So I just put the string through it, and then I went from down upwards and made this. So I could attach this to a pocket letter or to the side of a journal. I also I'll show you all the pom-pom ones first. So I used basically a lot of the beads that I have had in my candy jar. And so I've used a lot of it. I really, really like the color combination, the size, how I mixed the beads with the pom-poms. I really, really love that idea. I just love the colors. And this one, I used the paper clip to add all of these onto. And it's very, very light. So these will make part of the Happy Mail in the future as well. Here's another one. I love the iridescent bead there. I really like that. And this one is a little bit shorter one, but then I used the bigger bead. Spread them apart a bit. And if you can see the bottom, I have mixed it with some eyelash trim and the normal DMC threads. So I use this one. And another reason why I started making these is that I never knew I had DMC threads. somewhere hiding around here. I discovered a bag that had 8 different colors, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even remember buying these. And in the bag I had the black one. I'm not even sure if this is black or dark navy. It almost looks like dark navy actually. So I had this color as well, and when I looked at these, I was like, why did I buy yellow and this dark color for? What was I thinking? So I haven't created anything with this yet, but I have thought about mixing these two together to create like a bumblebee look kind of stuff, because I said to my friend Beth, I said, Beth, I don't know why I bought these colors. And she said, bumblebee. And I thought, okay, I'll do that. And I even said to her that I might add some gold paint on it maybe. So here's another one that I made. I used this one. I think I used, no, not this one. So I had this yarn as well, this tiny little ball of yarn. So I mixed this one with the DMC thread pink pale color one. And I did that. So what I did basically was I just put it around my finger like this, and then I just like went around like 20 times or 30 times depending on the thickness of the yarn or the thread that I was using. So I just basically did that around my finger to get this sort of length. Some people use a specially measured cardboard to wrap around and take it off the cardboard, but I just like doing things a bit more simpler, so I wrap it around my fingers. So then I have, because I was going through all my key rings and stuff like that, I found a key ring with the pineapple charm that was already dangling on it. So I decided to add some of the things that were gifted to me. Like this tassel here was made by my friend Yuki in Japan. So I just added it here using like one of those tools. Where did I put it? I'll show you. So I found these. It's my husband's tool. I don't usually keep this tool here, I don't really do much of this, but I was just really inspired by my friend Beth, and I wanted to try to make more of these things. So one day I just decided to give it a go, and it was actually really fun. So I added these tassels that my friend gave me onto here. Then I also had a bit of a long wire piece, so I just added the beads onto the wire, and the end I just sort of curled it so that the last bead doesn't fall out, and I really liked the result. So who knows, one day I might be making more of these, so I just wanted to share. Then I made some of these with the darker tone and mixed with the light pale pink, and then I added different beads. So I found that piece, so I had to use that. Then here, so this was part of a long chain, which I sort of opened up and made it shorter. And then I made that. I love that frosted bead as well. Here is a purple one. Then here's this. There's a bluey minty green one. And then there's this one with the paper clip. So I can add this onto a journal page as well before I send out a journal. And here is another paper clip one. And here's some more little ones. I really love these. Like, you can tell that I went a bit crazy, right? Like, I just ended up making a lot. And then I had several of these type paper clips, so I just added it to the hole there. And I love this rose plastic rose bead. My friend Beth sent this to me, and I really, really love it. And this one, so this one, it looks a bit weird. This one is kind of like my favorite one, but in a way, it kind of looks like a girl. Like, we can pretend that this is a girl wearing a pretty braided hair, with the pretty braided hair. Here's another little one. Here's a purple one. I love the color combination that I have used, and I will be using these in my future Happy Mails when I can send out more stuff. I just really, really love it, and I just wanted to share this beautiful color. Like I'm into rainbow colors. I'm into really bright, happy color these days, and it helps my mind a lot. And I think people who are watching my video will hopefully be inspired to try this as well if you haven't done so, because even with my sore fingers, I was able to do this, and I really had a lot of fun. So I just want to say one more time, thank you, Elisha, for this wonderful, wonderful mail that you sent my way. And thank you, everyone, for watching what I've been up to. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Bye.